Hello and welcome to another update video about Solana. The Solana chart continues to grind higher, forming higher highs, higher lows, even though it seems to have more and more difficulties, but so far it's all looking okay. The upper support region never broke that we talked about, and therefore it is still reasonable to look for a direct increase towards the $174 level. Yeah. So we talked about this possible target range here basically for the third wave in orange. And the assumption would be that after a B wave low on the 23rd of February there, which was formed at around $98.40, the market formed a 5-wave move to the upside in wave 1 in orange. Okay, we can debate, was the one here, was it here? Doesn't make a great difference. Then we had a wave 2 pullback, which was deep, landed actually at the time in our support zone, as you can see. So ideally, anybody who wanted to get positioned used these Fibonacci levels that I offered in the analysis to find a possible entry. And then this third wave to the upside is possibly unfolding right now. And I don't have a great micro count, I have to say. Okay, not for the third wave, but we're using the Fibonacci levels to distinguish between different potentials here. And as I highlighted to you, there is a clear condition for the orange third wave really to unfold. And the condition for the orange third wave is that we're holding the $134 level. I would keep that support area alive at the moment, even though we broke above the recent highs, but not substantially. So for me, the orange support area is still relevant, and also because I don't have a very clear view of the micro pattern. I mean, I can give you a count, it wouldn't help because there are just too many options on the micro level, but that doesn't change anything when we look at the bigger picture. So still watching for higher directly towards $174 next as a minimum target for orange wave 3, as long as we're holding the $134 level. Okay, what happens if we break below that level? Well, then it would probably be the yellow count, which also allows for more upside, but the yellow count allows for basically a B wave pullback. And this B wave pullback could just form as a flat structure. For example, A wave down, overshooting B wave, C wave down, but that's not a high probability count, not with the overshooting B wave. And also this here is a 3-wave move down. So it would rather suggest trend continuation from here, at the moment at least, at the moment. And what's the condition for a direct move to the upside? It's very simple. Yesterday's low needs to hold. That's at $142. Okay, below 142, the next support is at 137 and then 134. Below that level, it's just a micro support level. The yellow support zone becomes relevant. Only below $117, $118, I think the momentum on this chart is really changing and the behavior of this chart is changing. At the moment, I'm watching two direct upside potentials, the yellow count and the orange count. Orange is preferred as long as we're holding the upper support range. Yellow will be preferred as long as we're holding the lower one, if we break below the upper one. I think, yeah, that's sort of what I'm watching for. And I think the support levels, invalidation points are very clear, and the upside targets as well. So would like to see that $174 level minimally. In an ideal world, $183.60 for orange wave 3, and then eventually I would like to see the price get to 190, where there's a potential for a more substantial top, which we will talk about in the next few days as we get closer. For now, it's behaving, but it's a very choppy structure here that's unfolding. And ideally, yeah, I mean, ideally, this chart offered a lot of entries, yeah, also for anybody who missed this one, because I understand it only really touched, I think, our larger support zone here in January twice very briefly, but we had a few others here along the way, right? So ideally, everybody who's positioned, who wants to be positioned, is positioned. But be aware that now we're getting close to that $190 target that I wanted to see for this 5th wave that started on the 23rd of January. So at the moment, the trend is still up, forming higher highs, higher lows. The expectation is still for further price increases. But as we climb higher, it's worth, again, to be on the side of caution more and more. But as long as support levels are holding, there's no reason to get bearish or to expect a deeper pullback. That's my update about Solana. Hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Also, make sure that you follow us on Instagram and Twitter for additional content. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.